Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Two things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, look at this Baltimore defense.
This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
A little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Looking deep here for Chase.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Play action. Now Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Jackson on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice game there. This one goes for 20. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The Ravens had 8-3 now. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
A 2-yard pickup. Makes it 3rd and 8.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. To throw is Jackson.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
And it's clear. Touchdown. A great play here. With touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. 1st down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Walters with a grab over the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the far line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
At the Bengals 5-yard line.
Bengals have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Tucker now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Now they try the right side here. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. The play fake. He'll look to throw. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
First down, here's Mitchell.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Kevin Byard up to make the tackle. 2nd and 6. Right back to Mitchell here.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there.
That's his 19th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Ravens take a 3-touchdown lead.
Tucker now to add the point after. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here we go.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell.
And he'll go down at the 28.
57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Another run with Mitchell.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those in...
And now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. And this will be gathered up in the end zone, and that's a defensive touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
Now the extra point. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7.
makes the score Ravens 20, Bengals 7.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount. And now off to the races, down the right side. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again,
and again.
and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to even 20. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Gun. Cut.
They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
11.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 66 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield, hit you little people.
Good run there.
Here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Now a give. It's Hubbard going left. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Here we go.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep.
Here we go, here we go.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Bengals 7.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
156 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And he is going to lose yardage here. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson eluding the pressure right. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
Jackson going to change things up a bit.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
At the 36-yard line.
Running left, here's Mitchell.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Once again, it's Mitchell.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
The tackle by Logan Wilson. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th.
Throwing is Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Here's a toss right side to Mitchell.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. That'll be caught. It's Scott. Touchdown. Tyler Scott. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to add on to that lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
On 1, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that was.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The Ravens take over.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material.
Trying the right side with Mitchell. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
What a waste of time.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
On the counter, Mitchell.
Room here to run. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
176 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
They run over center with Mitchell. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd and 10. A handoff from Mitchell running left.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, here's Mitchell.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's probably run them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And in for the Ravens touchdown. From 3 yards out.
And the Ravens are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just held on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has.
There he goes left side. Down to the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
DK Metcalf, 70 yards. And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone, and the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They're going option play on 3rd down.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. The Ravens send their punter out now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. And a touchdown there to help them expand the lead.
All you're looking for is as much separation between you and the other team as possible. They've got to feel good about what that touchdown gives them.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
On one, ready?
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Taken down back at the 42.
No, we changed it.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Right back to Mitchell on second down. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Now it's Jackson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll run with Mitchell. And And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Mitchell. Touchdown, Baltimore. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Now it's Burrow. Shakes off the sack. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Here we go.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
11 MT. Stop.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
Here we go.
A final shot now for Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Ravens, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it was a win they needed to turn